And joining us now is a very special guest, is India's golden girl. I call her India's greatest ever athlete now, PV Sindhu, back from that Commonwealth gold, smiling as ever, that lovely smile. PV, congratulations, you just get better and better with time. You seemed almost unbeatable, in fact unbeatable in this Commonwealth Games. Give us a sense of your feelings at the end of these games.
Well, thank you so much, and of course it was a wonderful one, and I'm very happy. Of course, it was a much weighted one, I would say, and I can also say that I've completed the sequence now, so I'm very happy about that.
Yes, you know, you won virtually everything there is to win. You won the Commonwealth Gold, you won a World Championship, in a way, the only set that remains, Sindhu, is silver, bronze so far in the Olympics. You just need the gold. That's all that remains.
Yeah, of course, ultimate aim would be that, so working hard towards it.
What's changed in your game? You know, what's changed? For those of us who've been watching you, you seemed even faster, fitter, more in control of your game. Has anything changed in the last few months?
Well, yeah, definitely. I think game-wise, we've trained a lot and worked on our skill and technique. I think that has really helped us. And of course, Mr. Park has been always there, and we've been focusing on court and off court. So I would say that yeah, there's been some improvement now, and I think we'll have to focus more on that. And I'm sure, I will learn a lot more in the coming tournaments.
You know, you and Mr. Park seem to have a very good relationship. I mean, I remember asking you this even after the Olympics, but you know, he seems even more excited than you at times during close matches. You know, what is this relationship? A Korean and an Indian, how do you of gel together?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
yes, I can.
I think it is very important. I think that bond between a coach and an athlete is very important because you understand what there is on and off court while playing match and what's happening in her mind. Because it's very important. I would say this as a coach. When he's teaching something, he needs to know, because there are some things where he might disagree, there are a few things where I might disagree. So we come to a conclusion and we make sure what needs to be done, what would work out exactly for me, and when we play against the players, what strategy would work out. So I think everything is related to one another. And of course, he's super happy and excited. And of course, after the match was over, he was like, Jai Hind. He learned from me how to say that. And we both of us together after the match, we said Jai Hind towards the camera. And of course, he is super happy that there's been some process and it's been really working out, which is really good.
So you've taught him Jai Hind. Has he taught you any Korean or not?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Come again.
You know, he's taught you Jai Hind. You've taught him Jai Hind. Have you taught him any Korean words?
Well, Korean language is really hard. He's been teaching me, but it's really hard to stop. But when he learns Hindi words, like small words, really good. Good a lot.
You know what? We are having a bit of a problem with your line, Sindhu. But let me try once again. You know, just looking at badminton for you at the moment, you know, I see a certain, you know, you put all your emotions out there on the court. You know, when I see you play, it is as if you're giving 110% virtually, very excitable. But have you learned better now to control those emotions, especially at key moments? I mean, it seems that the tougher a match gets, the better you play. I remember against your Malaysian rival, you had a few tough moments, but you just seem to raise your game every time you're challenged. Is that something you relish? The bigger the match, the better you seem to play.
Well, I think when you keep getting into the match, it's very important that you understand how she's playing and how it is, because it's very important that you're focused every single point. And even though you've lost a few points, you lost the first game, it's very important for me at that point to stay calm and think what's going on and what needs to be done. So I think, yeah, that is why I just think that, yeah, the bigger the match, you know, I keep being in the match, or I keep getting in the match even more, and I make sure that I am calm and composed, and keep trying to keep getting points and keep thinking what needs to be done.
But what I'm seeing, Sindhu, is that, we're seeing a badminton revolution. The men won the Thomas Cup. Lakshya Sen wins a gold. Kidambi wins a bronze. You win a gold. We win the men's doubles gold. We're seeing this great revolution. It must be an exciting time just to be part of it. Not just the women now, even the men are doing incredibly well.
Yeah, of course, badminton as a sport has been growing and has been increasing, and we've had some amazing medals, which is really, really good. And I think now, this time, I mean, badminton, all from every individual, there's medals, like in women doubles, men doubles, men singles, women singles. I think everyone had medals, which is really good. And I can say that, yes, the boys have also done really well. Lakshya has done really well. So yeah, I can say in the couple of years, in the couple of next years, there will be a lot more who will get medals for the country.
I recall, if I'm not mistaken, the last time when you won a medal at the Olympics, what was it, an ice cream that the Prime Minister promised to share with you, or you shared an ice cream with him? How did you celebrate this time?
Yeah, last time it was Modi sir has told me that before going to the Olympics, obviously all of the athletes had a talk, and sir wished us, and he told me that when you get a medal, we're gonna have ice cream, and that was fulfilled. This time, yeah, after coming back, I spent some family time with my parents, some home food, which is very much needed, and really enjoying the moment.
I've always wondered, I read somewhere that Deepika Padukone, whose father, of course, is the great Prakash, you often go off to Bombay and you all go and party. Is that true? Or is that just a story that I've heard, that PV Sindhu and Deepika Padukone go out partying in Mumbai when you get time off?
No, no. Actually, whenever I have any event or something, if I have to visit Bombay, I just go. And if she's free, we just I just call her. And if she's free, we just meet up. Because yeah, last time I played badminton also with her because I had some work in Bombay. So since she was there, I met her and we just played some badminton and just went out for dinner. Yeah.
What was the score in your badminton match? You versus Deepika, what was the score?
It was not like a match, but it was more like just couple of shots. But yeah, I must say that she plays really well.
But how do you switch off? You've got all these tournaments coming up, and you're going from one Super 500 event, some event or the some Super Series event coming up every a few weeks, months. How do you actually now switch off in the build-up to 2024? Because presumably it's all now geared towards that gold medal in Paris 2024.
Well, it's very important to switch off and switch on whenever required, because yeah, we have back-to-back tournaments, but at the same time, at times you might give your best, at times you might not, it might not be your day. But I think it's very important to stay positive, believe in yourself that you can do it and come back stronger. I think that is very important. And I think, since tournaments are concerned, I say we need to pick and choose accordingly and make sure, what tournaments need to be played and what not. Because, sometimes there are times where you might not give your 100%. And at that time, I think better you relax and prepare well and go out there and give your 100%. So yeah, I mean, there are back-to-back tournaments, and 2024 is not too far. But I think at the moment there are a couple of
Hmm.
tournaments coming up. So yeah.
Is it that Taizu and the Taiwanese girl, is there an opponent that you see who can stand between you and sort of domination of the sport? Or is this now a sport where on a given day, anyone in the top 7 or 8 could beat the other?
Yeah, I think on a given day, anybody of the top 1 to 10 players, would win it. Because I'm saying this because I think every match is important, and as you said, yes, it just depends on that particular day. Because at times it might not be your day, and you might not give your best, and nothing might go. And sometimes you might play brilliantly. So that is why I say it just depends on that particular day. And I think from 1 to 10, if you see the women's circuit, I think everybody is in the same level. So anybody can win anytime.
Give us a sense, we are watching you on screen and we are seeing PV Sindhu getting all excited, cheering yourself up, looking occasionally at your coach. You seem to sort of wear your emotions on your sleeve. Is that the way you are only on the court or in real life also? Do you get angry and excitable in real life or only when you're on the court
No, no, I do get.
or life outside the court?
Yes, yes, I do get, because I think, yeah, especially on the court, the emotions are completely different. Where once the match is done, I think you have played so much, and at the end when you get that win, I think those emotions are completely different. Where you go towards your coach and you thank him, and you greet him and you tell him how it was, and he congratulates you. But I think off court also is the same in general normal life, because of course we have emotions. Sometimes I tend to get angry. Sometimes it's like I get that excitement when I see something. So it's like, yeah, even outside I'm the same.
Even outside, you're a difficult. I mean, I can imagine. Do your parents find you difficult to deal with at home, or at home are you much more quiet and chilled out?
No, no, I mean, I have been like this. I'm a very jovial person. I'm a very sensitive person. So I've been like this throughout. So they know how I am. So yeah. My dad used to travel with me. My mom used to travel with me. So they've seen everything. So they know how it is.
And are you feeling the pressure at any stage of having to constantly perform, even at the Commonwealth Games where you were ranked #1 and were expected to win a gold? Does that put extra pressure? Is it something you relish? Do you like the idea that people expect PV Sindhu now to be in the final to win a gold medal?
Well, I'm used to it now, because the expectations and the responsibilities and the pressure is always on. But it's very important to be focused when you go into the match and give your 100%, because thinking about others would add extra pressure. So I would say that you have to just go onto the court with a single mind that yes, you need to give your best. So I think the pressure and the responsibility will always be there, and I'm used to it now. So yeah.
PV, I started this interview by saying that you are India's greatest athlete, and thereby I include men and women. What I'm seeing in the last few years is the rise of the Indian woman athlete. We've seen our women weightlifters do well. We've even seen our women's lawn bowls team win a gold this time. Our women's boxers, Nikat Zareen, also from, like you, from Hyderabad, is doing fantastically well. Is there something you think that gives you a sense that women sports persons in particular have really come into their own, or do you believe that is that the case? You think that women now really feel that they actually may be a step ahead of the men?
Well, I don't want to be on one side, but yeah, I think women are doing really well. And as you said, in the Commonwealth Games, they've done really, really well in the wrestling and also different sports. So yes, I would say that women are doing really well, but I also say that men are doing well. So I would be neutral on
Well, certainly in
that.
badminton, certainly that's the case in badminton. That's right. Certainly in badminton. But do you guys hang out with each other? Have you ever sort of hung out with a Nikat Zareen or shared ideas with her? Or, Mirabai Chanu, have you all ever spoken to each other and shared your thoughts about what it means to reach the very top in your sport?
I mean, yeah, we haven't gone out because each of us are busy in our own schedule, and each of us are traveling and having tournaments and all that stuff. But yeah, I met Mirabai, of course, at the Olympics last time, and also in a couple of events. But also I met Nikat at the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games, and we discussed how it is, and we spoke about how she is doing, and she asked me what tournaments do I play, and we discussed a bit of that. So, I've asked her that, what tournaments and how it is, and before the competition, after the competition. So, yeah, we've had some conversations between each other, which is really good. And also, I had conversations with different athletes also, like, in table tennis and boxing. I went to see the matches. It's really good to see, other athletes also doing well and going and seeing the matches as well.
I think your first big medal was the Commonwealth Games. As a junior, you won it, what, 11 years ago. What is the biggest change between the Sindhu that we knew in the early, a decade ago and now? How have you changed as a person? You're a celebrity. You're the, most glamorous. You're on the Forbes list for wealthy sports persons now in India. What's changed between the girl who first came into badminton all those years ago and made a mark in the Sindhu of today?
Well, I think, I would say the experience back then and now, and, change in the game. And as a person, I would say I'm the same. But game-wise, yes, there have been a lot of changes. I've got a lot of experience, a lot of maturity now, and need to take the situation how it comes. So, yeah, I've learned a lot from badminton, and badminton has taught me a lot.
Okay, in conclusion, I'm going to do some, Karan Johar style rapid fire questions to PV Sindhu. If PV Sindhu was not a badminton player, what would she be?
Back then when I was young, I thought I would become a doctor, but I think badminton is much better now.
If PV Sindhu was given a check of 5 lakhs, what's the first thing she would buy?
Well, that's a hard question. There are a lot of things in my mind. So I would not just pick one, but yeah, a lot of things.
Is there anything that you don't have that you want to buy? Is there a car or a machine or a gadget that you don't have that you want to buy?
Well, I bought everything, but I'm sure every time it's the new things that come out in the trend or whatever. So it's just that, okay, that time what you like, you just buy it.
Okay, that's not bad. What's your PV Sindhu's favorite food? When she doesn't have to stick to her diet or regimen, her favorite food?
Uh, of course, biryani, Hyderabadi biryani, and apart from that, I like Italian and Chinese.
Favorite actor? Is there an actor who you, if you had to choose a film or an actor that you like, who's the favorite actor?
I mean, I watch movies, so I like Ranveer Singh, I like Shahid Kapoor, and of course Deepika. Yeah.
And the favorite place to visit, which is the, out of all the places as you travel the world, your favorite place?
I like Swiss. Yeah. Apart from that, there are a lot more places where I want to and I would like to visit. So definitely one day.
Is there a sports person who's your role model? That has there been someone whom you watched over the years and said, wow, that's a sports person I want to be like?
Well, I would say in badminton, Lindan and of course Peter Gate, they've done really well for themselves and they're legends. And of course from different sport, I would say like Ronaldo. Yeah. Federer. Yeah, there are a lot from
You
different
like
sports.
Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Are you so would you be a football, if you were not a badminton player, you might have been a very good footballer, no? You could have been a great centre half.
Well, I don't know. Since I was born and since I started
No.
playing, I just picked badminton, so I will stick to badminton at the moment.
Well, your parents were great volleyball players, So you could have been a damn good volleyball player as well, PV Sindhu. But you know, we just love the idea that you chose badminton and you've really set a revolution in this country. You have any final message for all these young people who are still, you know, who want to be the next PV Sindhu? You want to give them one final message today after having won this Commonwealth Games gold?
Yeah, of course. Firstly, a lot of people taking me as an inspiration. I think it's very important to believe in yourself and have that hope that you can do it. And yeah, as you know, hard work is the key for success. And it's not just a couple of months of hard work, but it takes years of hard work to come up to a level. And it's every day. Every day is a new process. Every day you keep learning. Every day is a learning process. And at the same time, of course, parent support is very, very important. I think as parents out there, I'm sure a lot of their children are playing sports. So I would just say that support them and guide them in the right way, and I'm sure they will do well and they will get success.
You know, PV, every time I see you play, I just get so excited. You sort of bring out the best in Indian sport. You become a real trailblazer, and I maintain you now can claim to be the greatest sports person India has produced. And I hope that you go from strength to strength. God bless. What more can one say? Keep getting gold. Keep going for gold right up to Paris.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless Sindhu. And there was PV Sindhu, who is really someone who's become a trailblazer in Indian sport, the golden girl of Indian sport at the moment. And we have much to treasure for from the moments that she's given us in the last few years. Back to the studio.